to be fascist like you.
Yeah, what makes me a fascist?
Probably your love for fascism.
Really?
Mentally insane terrorists disguised as Trump and Elon protesters. It's getting worse. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend. This is where we call out lies, hypocrisy, corruption, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters because truth conquers. But you can't conquer anything unless you're strong. Luckily, here to help us get stronger is Ancestral Supplements grass-fed beef liver. Contains the most potent nutrient sources on the planet. That's why I take it every day. Makes my metabolism fast, energy high, cravings for crap absolutely low. Get yours at ancestralsupplements.com/JPReacts and 15% off with code JPReacts. Now, with Trump derangement syndrome and Elon derangement syndrome, I wonder if they'll ever have a vaccine that cures that. Or potentially one that's caused it. I don't know. But nonetheless, the conditions, they seem to be getting worse. You know, the good guys, the side of love, they're actually terrorists now. They're not protesters. They're not vandalizers. Now they're terrorists. And man, when you look at their behavior, it's just like they have rabies mixed with schizophrenia. And I think to make America the way they envision it, we clearly need everybody behaving like this. That's why you need to send your children to college. Maybe your children have a vision of self-responsibility. They don't need college. They don't need a degree in gender science. That is BS. Urge them to go to college because make no mistake about it, today in America, we are at a crossroads. We're borderline not going to succeed with making America mentally ill again. We're borderline common sense again. Thus, we need our children going to college so they can replace their common sense with social justice, democratic beliefs, socially democratic beliefs, maybe even communistic beliefs that we call other things for a period of time. So in this video, we'll take a look at the absolute mental insanity that these terrorists are displaying. Starting with this one's short. This is a guy, he is trying to make himself vomit on a Tesla. That'll show Elon, but instead he just vomits on himself. And this is, it just sums up the existence of all these people so well.
Never thought I'd be a victim of a Tesla attack, but look at this.
By the way, these morons still don't understand Teslas have cameras.
Walks up to my car,
mask on,
starts banging on the side of the car.
Oh, look at that. Free Palestine. I have that shirt. I wear it ironically in videos making fun of people like it. It looks like he's doing a parody of me doing a parody of him. Because in those videos, I'll wear like that black mask, like really, we're still doing COVID. Black mask, concealed identity, Palestine shirt. I even have one of these, whatever the hell those rag things are. Dude, is this guy doing a parody of me? I want to sue him for copyright infringement. Anyway, let's go on. See what this Einstein gets up to.
Checking it out, lowers his mask, look at him, and then starts to make himself puke all over my car. This is disgusting. He rubs it on my car. It's still there. He takes his...
You can see how much he, whatever that rag thing is that Palestine people wear, you know, this guy, he couldn't find Palestine on a map. He's just wearing the costumes at this point. But that shows you how authentic he is. Like Palestine and all their like garments are so important to me. Yeah, I guess this is the wipe up vomit garment. Lucky I had it on.
Keffiyeh to then wash off his hands. Dude!
Well, they're not really washed. Now, in a second, we'll look at a new protest in Salt Lake City with just absolutely, it's the worst of humanity. But you gotta wonder, where do those people come from? And I know when we talk about paid protesters, we're supposed to, that doesn't exist. Supposed to do that. But just for the sake of consideration, I saw this on Twitter posted by Mario Nawfal. GPS data exposes astroturfing at Denver Bernie AOC rally. Let's just connect a couple dots, shall we? People that would go to a communist Bernie, communist AOC rally, they would never be the ones protesting Elon, the very guy these people speak the most ill of. That wouldn't happen. So same cross section of mentally ill humanity. That massive Bernie Sanders and AOC rally in Denver? Turns out it wasn't as grassroots as advertised. Despite claims of 34,000 attendees, GPS data analysis reveals the real number was closer to 20,000. Still big, but not record-breaking. More revealing, a whopping 84% of those devices had shown up at 9 or more protests. Other protests, including Antifa/BLM events, pro-Hamas and pro-Palestine demonstrations, Kamala Harris campaign stops. 84% of those devices. Okay. Over 30% had attended 20 or more. Are they that passionate or are they that paid? Data analysts say the crowd was anything but organic. The majority were tied to activist networks like Disruption Project, Indivisible, Democratic Socialists of America, Communism Starter Kit, Rise and Resist, and the Troublemakers, all reportedly funded by ActBlue and some receiving backing via U.S. aid. Hopefully not for long, you pieces of communists. Optics over authenticity. The playbook hasn't changed, just the targets. So I share that with you because in this next clip, you'll see these people are not really grassroots either. We'll get back to the video in just a second, but first, do you know if you are magnesium deficient? Because 4 out of 5 Americans are. And that's a big problem because magnesium is essential for over 600 biochemical reactions in your body. And today I want to tell you about the most common signs that could indicate that you are magnesium deficient. And listen carefully because at the end there's a special offer that could be exactly what you need. Here we go. Are you anxious or irritable? Do you suffer from insomnia? Do you experience muscle cramps or twitches? Do you have high blood pressure? Are you sometimes constipated? Now, there's many signs of magnesium deficiency, but these are just the most common ones. Now, here's what most people don't know. Taking just any magnesium supplement won't do the trick because most companies use the cheapest forms of magnesium out there that your body can't absorb and utilize. That's why I exclusively recommend Magnesium Breakthrough by Bioptimizers. It's the only magnesium supplement that uses all 7 essential forms of magnesium that your body needs, can absorb, and utilize. And all Bioptimizers supplements are best in class. They're so confident that they offer a 365-day money-back guarantee. For an exclusive offer, go to bioptimizers.com/JPReacts, and for 10% off at checkout, use discount code JPReacts10. And if you subscribe, not only will you receive amazing offers and free gifts, but you'll also ensure that your monthly supply is guaranteed. That's bioptimizers.com/JPReacts. Now back to the video. And by the way, this comes from Nick Shirley, who took the time to go onto the streets of Salt Lake City. I was just there. Luckily, this crap wasn't going on. And he puts himself right in this little parade thing of emotional volatility that they're having. I wouldn't want to be Nick Shirley, but hats off to him. He puts himself right in the hornet's nest, interviews, talks to the hornets as they sting him. See how that goes.
Bro, what is going on here in Utah? All right, let's talk to this guy. Whoop. What are you doing? Probably. Jeez. What is
that lady/linebacker just keeps ramming him.
going on? What are you doing? We're outrunning her. Oh, she's coming.
Shouldn't take much, buddy.
How far do you want to run? Jeez, now she's kicking.
Hey, do you guys support Trump?
I voted for him, yeah.
Why?
Why?
He's fucking over
Puts
more
America
white people.
first. Jeez, back up. Ma'am.
Don't push him. Don't push him.
You guys, look at this. They just moved with me.
Let's see that sign. No one is illegal on stolen land. What about the thieves of the stolen land? You consider that. But they absolutely treat him like he is illegal. Like, shocker. There's incongruency with their signs and their behavior. Shocker, by the way. If that's not a sign of who's likely at the core of a paid protest, it's that when there's incongruencies with the messaging, the signs, the words they're shouting, and their behavior. If they're two opposite things, you know they're agitators, they're paid protesters. All of them? Probably not. But you get a core that attracts other sheeple. We're protesting? Oh my goodness, I too want to be a good person. What are we going to do? Behave with hatred. I can do that. I'm a good person.
Ma'am.
You're in my space.
I wasn't in your space.
How's that for just Marxist? She goes into his space and pushes him. She's like, you're in my space. Yeah, that's Marxism.
Throw up the fucking salute if you guys are really about it, huh? If you guys are fucking Elon's boys, you fucking fascist.
I like that. That white guy hasn't washed his hair forever. White guy, Palestine rag thing, and the black mask. I love it. I love it. You're not by chance paid and trying to conceal your identity, are you? No, you're here for altruistic reasons. You're genuine.
Show your face, bud. Show your face.
I'm sorry. Do we want to talk about how small your penis is today? I really didn't want to talk about the size of how tiny your dick is.
I mean, you'd never see it. Cruella DeVille, come on. You brought the kids out here today.
Yeah, because I'm not going to let them grow up to be fascists like you.
Yeah, what makes me a fascist?
Probably your love for fascism.
Really?
I know you are, but what am I? Ladies and gentlemen, this is likely a college graduate. If you want your children to have a bright future, America is on the borderline of not being consumed by this kind of behavior. Send your kids to college. Particularly a gender studies degree. Have your sons join the female swim team for extra credit.
I brought my 2 white boys here so they don't grow up to be fascists! I want them to grow up to be like these fascists! Fuck you!
No. We don't support fascism. What'd you say?
You're a child. You're not allowed to talk to my child. Don't touch her kid.
I didn't touch your kid.
Fucking touch her
I didn't
kid.
touch your kid.
Yo, that's fucking gross. You guys are fucking gross.
Show your face, man.
Sick. You're fucking pathetic. Why don't you throw up your Elon salute? You fucking coward.
How's this feel to watch? Some of these people, yes, some are paid, some aren't. Yet all of them, you have to understand, we're just hearing their thinking out loud. They have to live with this sort of mental illness 24/7. As much as I like to clown these people, and I will continue doing so, it needs to be done, and I enjoy doing it. I also have compassion, like, can you imagine being this person for a day? How you treat other people is how you treat yourself. How in the hell is it to live inside their own skin?
You are a fucking child.
Take off your mask.
Get out of here.
You get out of here.
If we're permitted to be here.
So am I. Yes, yes. I love the Color Guard in high school. I loved the Color Guard in high school. That was like my favorite thing during the football games.
How about you guys get the fuck out of here?
No real father.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
What?
You're a fucking embarrassment. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking leave. You're fucking pathetic. Leave. Fucking leave. You're a fucking coward.
All right, we're moving over to members only.
Again, Marxism, you're a coward. I'm hiding behind a mask because I really believe in what I'm doing here. I'm principled here. I'm willing to die on this hill, but not show my face. Dear Lord, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great example of how not to live. And I think a great example of what happens if you are not a strong steward of your own mind. These people are mind controlled. Even if they truly, genuinely believe the opposite of me, when you see the vile behavior, that's the evidence that someone's mind controlled. Someone can believe the opposite of me, opposite of you, and be a calm, kind, rational person. But the chaotic mental disorder that these people exude, that's a symptom of their mind being controlled. And not being mind controlled is half the battle, as based G.I. Joe should probably say. Let me know what you think about the behavior of these Salt Lake City protesters. What do you think the odds are that the core of these people are actually paid to be there? Hello, George Soros. Did the check clear? Let me know in the comments. I'll look forward to seeing you on our next video. But until then, stay civil.